Goring and Mabel's marriage at the end of the play could be perceived as a contrivance put in by Wilde to please the audience, but at the same time it relays the thematic idea of marriage. It could be perceived as a contrivance because the flirtatious nature of Mabel and Goring caused the audience to desire the conjugal entwinement of the two. The marriage of the two at the end causes this desire to be fulfilled. Even if the audience didn't truly desire for the two to be wed, then the marriage could still be a complement to the happy ending of the play.
However, the marriage between the two also holds more depth because the idea of marriage is reinforced and made considerably more evident by their marriage. The thematic idea of marriage in an ideal husband is defined as the triumph of ideals such as loyalty, sacrifice, undying love, forgivingness, and devotion as opposed to idealism and perfection. This failure of idealism is initially introduced by the failure of Chiltern's marriage, based on Gertrude's perception of Robert as a flawless ideal whom she worships. When Gertrude realized Robert wasn't perfect, their marriage fell apart. The immediate animosity by Gertrude when she was told Robert's greatest secret was due, for the most part, to Robert's disloyalty to her. Their marriage was reconciled when the two realized the marriage is founded on loyalty, undying love, and devotion. The sacrifice portion was exposed when Goring convinced Gertrude to allow Robert to ascend to the cabinet. Robert himself was willing to sacrifice his position in order to preserve their marriage. Goring willing Gertrude to allow Robert to accept this position signifies his belief in sacrifice and complete devotion as an integral part of marriage.
Mabel and Goring's marriage also served to reject the idea of complete idealism. Throughout the entirety of the play, Mabel and Goring disparaged the idea with ridicule. This eventually culminated in their happy marriage, and even when Mabel was proposed to, the ridicule of this idea did not stop. Lord Goring stated that he wasn't nearly good enough for Mabel. Mabel responded by saying, "I was afraid you were." This expressly shows the idea of forgiving faults as an inherent part of successful marriage, which in turn rejects the very concept of idealism. In the very last few lines of the play, Mabel even states that she doesn't think that she would like an ideal husband. The penultimate and ultimate lines of the play have Robert and Gertrude solidifying their re-established relationship. Robert asked her if it was the love she felt for him or pity merely. Gertrude responded with, "It is love, Robert, love and only love. For both of us, a new life is beginning. The new life beginning a marriage based on the ideals of forgiveness, loyalty, sacrifice, devotion, and undying love rather than idealism."